Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Henry. We are back at Cat Lake in Squamish. I got Karen with me. I'm making her carry all my stuff. We'll put our diver sign down here. Caution diver. And there's a few people camping, but it's not too busy on a cloudy day, and it's the middle of the week. Today is Thursday, so here we are. Oh, look at that. There's a bunch of people over on the sunny side. There's people floating. See that giant, floaty island there? There we go. That floaty right there. So our plan is there should be a decent amount of trash in here now. As you guys know, I like to let trash get accumulated a little bit. Last time I was here, the last video that we did, the guy dropped his phone right through this crack right here. And then I got that phone back to him. And so this time Karen is going to go to this field of trash. There's usually a field right there. And I'm going to go deeper. I'm going to run to, I got a bigger dive tank with me today, so I've got more gas. So I'm going to run deeper in the middle right here. And then we'll clean underneath this docks as we come out. So there we go. I see something floating in the water over there, actually, but that's really far. I don't want to have to swim all that distance. Water looks kind of murky today, not as good visibility. Oh well, whatever. We'll see what we can find. Get in the water, and we'll see you after the dive. So seeing as Cat Lake is one of the most polluted lakes that I clean, I was pretty much expecting this to be full of trash. It's been, I think, roughly about a month or so since I've been here, and it doesn't take long for trash to accumulate during summer camping season. And you can see here, this is directly underneath the dock. I'm just following that chain down, and I can already see a bunch of trash. I know that I'm going to end my dive around this area, so I didn't really bother picking up too much stuff. I just kind of grabbed a couple things as I start to beeline towards the depth. Right, so there's a couple of pairs of sunnies and some beer cans and so on. It's my first swamp beer. There is you can see here the can is actually quite new and it's intact. So that's my swamp beer. I coined that term swamp beer because I find it kind of sitting in a swamp. Some of these cans are really, really old and grungy, so it looks like I pulled it out from a swamp kind of thing, and they're full of like sometimes really good beer. So you can see here it's getting a little bit darker. I'm heading towards the depth. My goal was to get to around 100 feet or so. Ended up doing I think 112 feet or so on this particular dive. And you can see some of the cans are quite covered in silt. I don't really clean down this deep very often, and when I do buzz down to that kind of depth, I don't hang out there very, very long. Basically, I do a quick little drop to see if I can find a few items that I'm looking for. In particular, I'm looking for a cell phone that's in a dry bag. This lady dropped her phone quite some time, like a few years ago actually, and I've been keeping an eye on it ever since. There's a dog leash with a little poop bag holder attached. I do not like finding dog leashes because I don't really know what's going to be attached to the end. Longtime followers know that I mention that quite often. So here I am at quite deep. You can see it was quite dark. I think I maxed out, like I said, around 100 something, 112 or so. And as you can see, as the light the ambient lighting gets better and better, I'm getting shallower and shallower. This little bucket hat here, Hurley bucket hat, it's pretty much brand new. Ended up washing it out, giving it to my neighbor. This little blue water bottle was actually practically brand new. So basically I threw it in the dishwasher and now it's my work water bottle. Another swamp beer. This one's a Smirnoff Ice. I don't really like those because they're just way too sugary, but it's fun to find. Nice pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses there. Those are actually quite expensive. Actually, those are the real ones with the glass lens. JBL speaker, shot, no way to recover that. And surprisingly found a phone underneath here. Kind of just saw the corner of it, and I did manage to find the owner, and I gave that back to him. He was quite pleased to have it. Pretty much brand new lawn chair. I did try that out and ended up giving it to a friend of mine. She's a soccer player, and she plays pickup soccer. And I gave it to her because I thought it'd be really cool. We should use, because you know, that's a launcher I found in a lake. So I said, oh, if you're really sweaty, you can still sit on this thing if you're kind of sitting in between games, kind of thing. So it's glad to have Karen with me for this dive because I can actually hand up trash. She exited the dive before I did, so it's nice to get a hand to hand the stuff up instead of me trying to get it up myself. A lovely, lovely dive. Found a bunch of cool stuff. Karen's neck seal leaked a little bit again. She's got a little bit wet. That's 2 dives in a row now. She leaked a little bit.
Today was worse than the other day.
Yeah. So let's go see the trash. All right, here we go. Here's our collection. Some fun stuff today. We'll start with this almost brand new chair. I think I'll let that dry out and that'll be perfectly fine to keep. Got one phone. I'll see if I can find the owner. Got a speaker, got some lighters, perfectly good water bottle, and then I got a whole bunch of sunglasses. There's a couple of fun ones in there. Some Ray-Bans. A lot of these are brand new because they're from this summer. And then here's our swamp beer collection. Got quite a few. In fact, it's got one of my favorite beers here, Slow Hand. That's a crisp, dry Pilsner. And then, what is this one here? You must have found this one because I didn't find this one. Category 12, excellent. A full Corona.
Push this big log out.
How many cans here? 1, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61. 61 cans. It looks like 6 bottles, 7 bottles actually.
7 bottles.
Oh, actually no, but it's there's more.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah,
5.
66.
66.
Got some dog leashes. This rope was in this bag here. One of those hats was actually still perfectly good, and then one kind of kettle there. And one bag anchor, one paddle. All from just like basically right here and underneath the stock. All right, there we go. How many pounds was it? Almost 40 pounds, right?
39.5.
39.5 pounds of garbage. 39.5 pounds of garbage. Fun times. All right. Thank you so much for my Patreon supporters. Fun to get back out of your cat lake, diving with Karen. And we will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for Pacific Pilsner for sponsoring the dive, as well as Lime Bike for dive logistics. There's some people here enjoying the lake. There's a kid right there swimming and her dad. That's awesome. All right, you guys. See you in the next one.